What's up guys, Gary7 here and welcome to my next episode of City Skylines on Devon Valley. So the last episode we put in this university. I've done a few more bits off camera. I've put in some parks here, and then I've been checking on our transit lines, and if we go over here to Beechwood Park, go down to the high school, you can see we're getting a lot of people wanting to use the buses. So we can see there's 333 people waiting on this line, 209 on that line. All the buses are full, so we're actually going to have to up the buses to 250%, which is mad. And it's literally just this little blue area covering that park around here. What we could do is put a metro station, and the worst affected areas for this are up here. There's one stop, and then obviously the second stop at the high school, and then the other stop is literally just down the road from it, which again I think that's the elementary school. So again, both the schools are very highly populated. They're going, I've been checking, to these shops over here, which seem really popular, because even down in Grove Hill, where we've got another line with a lot of people using it, I believe it was the pink line here, maybe not that one, but it was one of these anyway. It seems to drop down now a lot, but there's people, you see a lot of people using this. 108 people, 229 at this one stop, and people that I was checking are going to the shopping centres up there instead of the ones down around them, you know, which is fine, but it's also annoying. Like, why would you do that? Like, these people, they're just going over here, so it's not even that far for them to walk really. But we're going to have to definitely see about putting in some metro stations. I'll probably be starting with metro station here, and then going up to the other parts of the city. We need to check the traffic flow. It's one thing I want to do every time I start up, just to see how we're doing. 90% at the moment. Again, it is this junction still. We know this is going to be a problem. It always has been for us. I did put a two-way road here now, so they can go up and down here, just to try and free it up a little bit better. And it seems to have helped partly on this roundabout. Again, that is the worst affected area of our city so far. Again, this junction, not too bad at all really. We can check quickly without pressing the wrong button, like that. I've gone to the intersections. We've got traffic like there, we don't need that. Just put a stop sign. And yeah, we've got this area up here where we need to put some more residential area. I want to do something with the train lines, but I was thinking we might use this part of the train line, the first section here, and come across here and do commercial zone right on the highway. Then we could maybe get rid of this section here, because I'm not too sure. Again, we're not going to be using that right at the beginning. It does go down into this other section of ours, which once we've bought these two tiles, then we can sort out getting the line going across the back, because I don't really want it by residents too much. Again, if we do this one here, I would move it again up to the top end here, and it might be worth going down here and putting a cargo station maybe right off this roundabout, so it's right beside the industrial units we have got. For industries at the moment, I think we're going to add a lot more offices rather than too much of anything else. But let's have a look now at our heavy transit situation and see maybe about putting in a metro, and then see where we go from there. So the metro, the only problem with it is the price. Each station costs 15 grand, and then your tracks again on top of that. But what I need to do is, I'm sure I can take out some loans. So we'll take out both these loans. This will give us a nice 143,000. We'll quickly check the education, make sure we're not too bad on that. Okay, availability there is perfect. We've got one right there. There's no way people can't get to that. Again, pretty much green there as well, and doing pretty well over there. High school, again, our coverage is pretty decent. We could definitely do with more high schools in, I think, at some point, but it says there's enough. And again, university, we know we've only got the one. Availability and capacities is absolutely fine. Healthcare wise, we have not got a health centre over here at all, or there, only got the one. So that actually is not fantastic. So we've got somebody sick here, I believe that's noise pollution, so we'll have to sort that out. So for the healthcare, we'll put one straight away onto this junction, and then we'll put one up here as well. I might even put it in this little area. There's a park there, so we can't do that. Maybe we just take down one or two of these houses. Where's the little one? We just take that one down, and they're right opposite a bus stop, so that will help. We do need to get in death care and things like that, because we've got one cemetery in each zone. So again, we'll need to put a cemetery around into Mulberry Hills. I will need to add some more. Maybe we'll put it down here if we do a second set of road. So let's quickly build a road here, get the cemetery in, do a nice road like so. We'll curve this one, can't we, to make it a bit more pleasing. No, we can't because of that. So we'll have to go straight from here first. Then we will do a curved road, which will go like so. Then back down to straight. And this is just so we can get our cemetery in, so it doesn't have to be too large for now. And then we can put our cemetery there. So it covers everybody around here, so they should be pretty happy. We can do a crematorium at some point, but we haven't unlocked them yet. We've got the medical support helicopter, we don't really need that. And elder care and childcare. Childcare will help us boost our population. We don't have any at the moment, so maybe we can put one down in Grove Hill. I'm thinking whereabouts, maybe we'll put it right here. Gives us good coverage. And then again, we need to, like I say, get the metro lines in. I want to get a police HQ and everything like that in, but that's 60 grand each. We'll do that in a minute, but like I said, we're going to go on for the metros. Let's start with metro stops. First place I'm thinking is literally opposite the university. People are going to want to go to the uni, hopefully, so we're going to put one there. That pretty much covers all this area. We could even do a second stop. I don't think it's worth it there, to be honest. It's not far to walk, is it? Maybe we'll do one stop up in this shopping district. We can do one maybe opposite the park. We'll have to delete one building, that's fine. We're going to definitely need them here, like I said. We had the issue with the high school being extremely popular. You can see that school there, and the other one is just off of that. So let's put it literally right beside this footpath, so they can get from the bus to here really easily. Not sure why they don't like it. They should be pretty happy with having metros put in. It'll give them access to everything they need. We're going to do another access there as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Industrial zone we'll do one. I'm not going to put it on the highway because again it's busy anyway. So maybe we'll take out that building. We'll do one down by the shopping area. Again, we'll take out that building. And then we definitely need to get at least 2 in here. So we're going to do one at the bottom once we get the money. So let's leave it playing. We'll do one down here. And then we'll do one probably up here. And then it's connecting them with the lines. I'm not too sure how much they cost, but they definitely cost us some money. We need to get water and everything like that for them, and power. So let's just quickly get this sorted out for the cemetery. And yeah, I'll come back in a second, guys, when we've earned some more money and get all this connected up. Right, guys, so we're actually going to add another metro station around here because it's very busy. So I'm thinking we could either do opposite the bus station or literally beside the bus station. I think we'll do that. People aren't going to be happy because we're getting rid of housing, but it's then going to enable us to loop down around the back up here. Farming wise, I'm not even going to bother with the farming district. So now we're going to lay some lines down. So these people are complaining about waste. It shouldn't be too bad because it's literally a waste disposal unit up there, but we'll get that sorted in a minute. So we'll start with this train track here. Then we need to lower it, and we're going to need to go to our first stop, which is up here. This is going to be what's awkward. I've got them probably in the wrong place. Probably make more sense if I looped with a curve, started at this junction, came out, and gentle curve around to the highway, going to the highway again. I don't want to connect it to the highway, so that's fine. Just to literally loop it around the back to there, like so. Goes back to straight, and then we need to connect it up over here. So again, if we definitely need to curve less than that, so let's delete this section of road. Let's go back onto our curve section. Let's connect onto here. Let's go straight and then curve it up a little bit like so. Maybe curve it a little bit more, and then think, right, this is where we need to connect it to. So if we grab this metro line here, we need to come out and slowly curve up, and this is what's going to be the issue. We're going to connect this up with a big loop. I don't want to be too over the top, but I need it to be so it's usable for the people. Maybe we can connect it to that like so. How's that? That's not too bad. See that they can loop around there, go up and down, boom. Then we're going to connect this section over here. So we're going to do a straight into a curve once we get more money. So this is what's going to cost us lots of money. So first of all, while we've got that, we might as well connect up a line, even though it's going to be very short. We can create a line that goes from here over to this district. I'm not sure if we can add one the other way, and then back again, so we might as well just go back and then complete the line like so. It's going to be back and forth, one stop either end. It gives you something at least. Let's then check our metro line. 2 vehicles, 2 stops, that should be enough for now. Probably aren't even going to get that many people using it, especially here. This is going to be our less popular one. We'll have a look to see if anybody goes down. Yeah, we're getting people down, that's good. And people are upgrading, you can hear that dinging noise, that means people are happy and they're upgrading. We're in need of more housing, which we can put in at some point as well. Yeah, I'll get all these metro lines connected up, guys. And then whatever else happens, I'll be showing you as well during this video. So it's going to be a major transport update for this game. Right, so as you just seen then, I moved the wind turbines just across to here out of the way of the people so they're not getting thick. And again, they're happy now they're upgrading. Somebody's died though all of a sudden. Not so good. I presume it was a senior. But they're happy apparently, even though somebody's dead in their thing. We've got a cemetery up here as well. Let's double check all the cemeteries, make sure none of them are full. That one there is absolutely fine, 366 of 3,000. And then our second cemetery, if we find it with this tool, right in the centre of town, is at 768. The reason these are filling up a bit is because we had a massive death wave when I accidentally didn't have the sewage connected up. I think we lost around about 500-600 people, which is a pain, especially when we're trying to build the city, but you know, mistakes happen. So yeah, metro line wise, let's go back down. Let's see, have we got a stop here? I have no idea where the stops are now, which is weird. Oh, here. We've got these 2 stops which need connecting up. So we'll start with a connection here. We want it straight and then a curve down. Wow, that's too much. Let's maybe not go out quite so far. We'll go to here and then we'll curve it down like so. And then we'll go across in line with it and we'll curve that one into the junction. Again, it does eat up the money doing this, but it is definitely worth getting a metro in. It's going to free up a lot of traffic, and as you saw on our roads, they're pretty busy at the moment, so we want to do as much as we can to get these free. Again, I'm going to curve this across here. This is going to cost us 85 grand. To connect up to there is £87,500, because it's such a long way to go, and because we've got to go underneath the river, I believe. Okay, over here, metro station wise, we can connect these 2 up. Go out with a curve, connect that to here like so. That's not too bad a junction for them to turn around. We put one up in this area so we can connect like so. Nice big curve again. The curves are just good because they keep the metro running fast. If it was a straight jagged, they'd get stuck and everything, which that's no good for anybody. So there, we've got this connected up now. We can do one more line down here, so this will be our line from here to that stop. Wow, that's not worked at all, has it? Let's delete that. Come on, let me do it. Auto save, there you go. And that. We need to connect that like so. That's what we needed. Let's connect these lines now. So we're going to do one from here. Right, let me go into our input view. Where is it? There we go. Zoom in on it. Drag, stop to move it. We need to just leave that one. Come on, let me do a line. Create a new line. I don't care about that one for now. We're going to just create a line going from there to here. And then up into there. I want to do on the other side, but I don't think you can. So you might just have to loop it back around. it'll be a back and forth line for now because it's not connected up. That'll just be what it is. Boom. That's that one done. We'll check that one. Go to our metro lines. This is the one we need to delete. We'll delete that one. 4 stops. It's got number of vehicles just the 1 for now. We'll see what we get for custom wise. Again, look how close these are to it. They could be using the metro instead. So maybe after a while these guys are going to do it. We'll check on them, see what they are or where they're heading. They're going to work at the buy it all shop, which is... Wow, she is going literally complete other side of town. So they definitely need a metro up to there. So that once that's all connected up, we'll be doing a route there as well. And where was the other people to? Come on, Gary. There we go. Let's choose another person. They're going to high school. And they're going to this high school. I'm not too sure where they're going all the way up to the Mulberry one when they've literally got high schools down here. That's a bit strange. But yeah, we're getting people using the metro now. We can see that. So that's really good that we're getting that sorted out. We can have a look now. So this has only got 1 passenger and 6 passengers. But you know, we're making people use it. Well, not making people, we're getting people to use it. Maybe between this one here for now, we can put that down to just 1 bus. Because there's no need to have too many when nobody's really using it. A bus, it's a train. But, you know, you get what I mean. We've got to come delete some of these houses. They're complaining they've not got enough high level citizens, but again, we're going to get them in. And yeah, we're going to continue on now building the tram line. I think what we really need to do is get this connected up here, and then we'll go across the river because that is the expensive bit for us. Like so. Can even go a really gentle curve. Oh, this is going to cost us 78,000 as well. It's because of how long the track is. We can do that. That'll connect up. So this one here is 82 grand as well. So once we've got 160 something thousand pounds, we'll connect these 2 lines up, and then we'll also look at possibly putting in some train lines, but again, they're going to cost money. We could just do a cargo terminal up here and connect roads down, but again, I'd rather not. Maybe build some new industry all the way up here. I'm going to try and keep the city quite green. I don't want too much dirty commercial because it makes the land, look at this, it just looks horrible. So if we keep maybe the commercial down here, we can build a train line down specifically for that. I've freed up the traffic here fairly well, he says, as there's a big load of traffic there. But these are all going up to the farm and into the town. I've done a second lane here which goes up so the people going into this industry can just go straight up into there. Again, the trucks are fine there. It's only a one-way road now, so they can only go in there rather than out. I just didn't want too much traffic on the roundabout, although because they were using this road and going around and turning right, which, you know, defeated the object of putting that side road in as a junction here. But you can see all the buses now are able to go up here, take the right where they need to and everything. This road's still getting used, which is nice. We're still getting people walking. And it's definitely now just a case of getting the metro. But look, we've got a big delay here with buses. There's a lot of people waiting here. Let's see where they're going, and then we can decide. Well, it's not actually too many, but let's see. He's going to school all the way up in Mulberry Hills. They're literally going from the furthest point down to Mulberry Hills. Why on earth would you take a school there when there's schools down here? So maybe that's one thing we need to look at, is getting the schools down here for people as well, because maybe they've ran out of spacing. But yeah, let's connect up this line, try and get people using this metro, and we'll go like so. 82 grand, that's not too bad. So that line's now connected up. We just need to do the route in a second, which we can actually add now. I'm going to do one all the way from here all the way up, or we can just do a second one. They can just stop, I suppose. Create a new line from there, stopping at this junction and stopping there, and then we'll go back again in case people want to go back. There's no doubt we're going to have people going back and forth, and then it's just a case of changing that. Then we've got people upgrading. See, they love the metros. And then again, somebody complaining about noise over here. Well, you're living in a house beside a park and by a metro, it's going to be noisy. It's, you know, what do people expect? Citizens are sick. I do like the look of these high-rise buildings though. I think they definitely add something nice to the area. And we're going to have like a high-rise area over here, and then our shopping, so this will be our main strip in the end, I think, once we unlock more to the right. we can curve around and get a big city structure around here, and then this will become the smaller areas like little towns that are connecting onto it. We'll add some smaller shopping and things like that. So now it's just a case of seeing when we have the money for this line, and we need to connect from him all the way across the river, which is actually not making any difference price wise, to here with a curve. So yeah, that's going to cost us another 80,000, but we're making 12 grand a week, so we have to get that in soon. We'll keep a look at the lines, see how they're getting on. So this line here is doing okay. We've got a fair decent amount of passengers, and that is literally just connecting up Grove Hill to the industrial units. So that, again, that's more people not using the roads, which is fantastic. We've only got 7 people currently using the green line, which I think is our first line over here. Yeah, so that's fine. We to be honest, we expected that to be low at the moment, and the pink line is currently at 8, connecting this area up. But I think we're going to get more. It's just a case of waiting. But yeah, I'll be back again soon, guys, with all the next bit. Okay, guys. So one thing I've just looked at is some of the policies. I decided to have a bit more read through, and over here I'm deciding we're going to actually change a few things. I think it was on the city planning. I want to do some high-tech housing, get it looking different, see how that is going to look. It also makes increases the land value, which again will make people happier. I want to ban heavy traffic around this area as well. There's no need for lorries and stuff to be going in and out of our non commercial zones. And I think that is probably all we need to do there. Again, we don't have any things like this. Match security, so we don't have any matches at the moment, but we'll do that. We'll leave it as that and see how we get on, and we can then have a look back at what the houses look like once they are built. Then it's going to take a lot of them upgrading and changing. We can now nearly afford our lines. I'll be able to do that as I'm speaking, which is good. We can connect this line across to this line. I want to do it as a curve, so maybe we'll start curving now. Not enough money. It's 87,000. And that connects that up, and got a lag spike. There we go, that's a saving. Nice. So now this is all connected up, we'll get a new line. Drag line, or press X or drag line to add stop. So let's add another stop. Saves us creating loads of different lines. We want to create a new. Come on. Hang on. Right. Let's just go back onto our. Let's go onto our routes. Let's pause the game for a little bit. Let's look at our metro. This one is doing amazing, this pink one. Look at that. 54 passengers already. 34 on this one. Green one's not so hot at the moment. But I will just... If I keep them separate, will that cause issues? I'm not too sure. But is it worth it? Probably is worth just... can we add a stop onto this one? Yeah, it's really finicky on PlayStation to get it in the right place to choose. I'm not even... let's see, look, it does it and then it stops. Press X or drag to add stop. I want to add a stop. I want to add the stop over here, so maybe that will let me know I've done that. Fine, I'm just going to create a new line. If it's being a pain in the ass, I'll delete that green line in a second. So I'm going to go to there. We're then going to loop it up here. I do actually need to loop it around, don't I? Connect up another way. Let's just think about it. Let's connect to there. We can then loop all the way down to this part of the city at some point, but that's going to cost us a lot of money. So let's leave this running at the moment, and then we'll add a stop there. It's saying it's not connected, but maybe we'll go back down to here, and then finally finish off down at this stop. So that's our red line completed. Check that out. Again, it's going to have none at the moment, but I think we'll get some at some point because these people are using the lines. So basically we're connecting lines together now. So we've got the like the yellow line that connects to the industry, then the pink line from the industry up through Beechwood Park. Then from Beechwood Park you connect onto the red line, which takes you over to the Mulberry Hills to the university, and then if you want to go from the university to the high density shopping, you then connect onto the green line. So yeah, that's going to work absolutely fine, and we've got that in conjunction with our buses, so that should work really nicely. Right guys, so we've made this forest park area. I'm going to actually add it as a tourist specialisation, so when we unpause it, the buildings that build up here should become specialised for the tourist industry, so this will bring more people into the area. Obviously this is going to become our main city area, so I'm going to do parks and things. In fact, before we actually get building too much, let's go onto a small road so we can actually add some parks in behind these shops. We'll go up to the top of this, right across like that, and then we'll do the same across here. We can add some parks and we can add some more buildings in. Yeah, we'll unpause that, get that building up. We'll go back to our touristy stuff and we'll see park wise. I want a large park that takes up literally the whole area, so that's too big for there 100%. We'll do a small park. We'll put that one right here. We'll do a dog park. Oh, actually that gardens is always nice to put in, it looks very nice. We'll put that one here. And then this is going to become really heavily commercialised or zoned up in the end. So I'm going to do another one there, and we're going to put a Ferris wheel this side. So we're going to get everybody in here really happy, get the parks all built up. We can maybe do a plaza with picnic tables so people can come in, have their lunch and things from work. We'll do that one this side. So yeah, we're going to just basically build this up into a nice area for people to work. And then we're going to put in some low density as well, just because we've got all high there. Do some low density shops just off the back, like that. Maybe we could, oh, there you are, let's zoom out. They need water, so let's make sure we connect that up, because like a Wally, I forgot to do that. But we can do that pretty easily with just a connection up here. Make sure that's all covered. And I'll actually do another one just to be safe for when we expand over here at a later date. Everywhere else is covered, so yeah, we'll go and check that again, unpause that, watch that build up. So we're going to get different buildings, you can see, I think that looks nice, or more hotels. Again, we've got our offices just beside it, so these are bigger high-rise buildings, which that's going to look so nice with in the background. So we're going to have, let's keep zooming around, I know, but we're going to get rid of that wind turbine in a minute. In fact, I'll do that now because that does create a bit of an eyesore with the rest of this. So let's choose the correct thing, let's move that one. We only had that in the beginning just to try and get us some stuff, but we can always put a connection across here. We'll get 7 or 8 by putting it down here. Where do we get 8? Can't get 8 because it's too close. Here we can, we'll get an 8 there. We will then go onto our cables. I know I need to connect this up, but that's fine, we can do that with a connection across the road. And then quickly to there. I'll delete these back cables. Right, so we're getting this all zoned up. Again, nice new hotels and things. Definitely going to create a nice look. And then at the back here we've got the parks and the plazas, so people are going to be happy. You can see people using them. We've got access here from our... Whoa, this is loud. We've got access here from our zoning. So if we go back in as well, we can create another cycle path connecting this up. Right, so yeah, if we come on to this, we'll delete this end path here because I added that earlier before we had this connection up. We can connect that like so. So that gives them access, and we'll do one off this side as well. It looks a bit weird, but you know, why not? If we can do it, we might as well do it. Adds a bit more usability for everybody. There we go, it's got a little triangle there so they can get around. Maybe we'll add one here as well at the bottom of this path. Basically just giving these people options to cycle rather than walk everywhere will help with, you know, reducing the traffic everywhere. And yeah, it's definitely looking nice. I do like that. I like the change in height of the high-rise and low-rise buildings, and in the background we've got the high density and low density there as well. So that's obviously, this is our forest park, and we've got again a nice little green area here. I'm going to add some more trees and things to that, just standard size trees probably. In fact, if we get our brush out, make it bigger, it'll be so much quicker. We can add that without even having to worry then, if it'll do it. Decided to just do a few of them. Get our strength right up. I want one in the middle there. Yeah, we're going to make it this a nice area for people to go. You know, you're going to want somewhere to eat your lunch if you're working in these office buildings. And yeah, we'll just build that up, see how we get on. And I think that's probably going to be it, the end of this episode, guys. So in this episode we've added our metro, which if we check before we leave how that is getting on, really well. Like 300-400 people So this one here is the Metro Line 3, so that's down the bottom. I need to rename all these at some point. I'll do that after the episode. So it's got 226 passengers, only one vehicle. We definitely need to up the vehicles on that. I'll say we go for 175, 200%. We have 3 vehicles on that line because we've got 100. Oh, they can hold 150 people, so actually 2 vehicles will be fine. Then we've got our next line up here, the pink line, which goes up to here. We've got 320 people. Again, they can hold 150. We've got 2 lines. So again, that's just about covering that. And then our final line is our red line, which connects Beechwood Park to our university and the Forest Park area. And that is 266 passengers with 3 vehicles. Could probably drop that down to 2 because they're not full up and they're not too. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll drop that down to save us a little bit of money. And again, bus-wise, buses are always doing well on our city. People complaining of the noise, but it's the same type of people. They don't like living there, so maybe we'll have to dezone this one block. We'll dezone that one. Stop them moaning. We'll put an office block there instead, and then we'll see how they get on. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, guys, please hit the like button. If you are new, please drop a sub. I've seen the majority of the people that are watching my episodes aren't subscribed, so yeah, if you drop a sub, that would be much appreciated, guys, and I'll catch you again soon when we do some more upgrades. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.